Formula One isn't what you think it is. From one team putting weird features in their car to an F1 driver signing a secret billion-dollar deal that no one knew about. These are the 10 things you didn't know about F1. And it all starts with the heart of the F1 car. No, not the engine, something smaller. It's the steering wheel, which apparently is more expensive than a regular car. Due to the sleek, high-tech masterpiece, bristling with buttons, dials, and a glowing LCD screen, an F1 car's steering wheel costs about $50,000 to $100,000. But that's just the beginning, because this sport's always pushing boundaries. But sometimes it just goes too far. Even though I feel this innovation should have been kept in F1, it eventually got banned by the FIA. Back in the 70s, F1 team Tyrrell's engineers dreamed up the P314, a 6-wheels F1 car, 4 tiny ones up front, slicing corners like a blade. The car was winning, rewriting the game. But then the FIA steps in and bans it by 1983. Too advanced, too unfair, and Tyrrell's competitive edge gets snuffed out. Later, you'll see the weird feature of an F1 tire. But first, did you know F1 drivers' helmets can withstand a bullet? Those helmets are absolute tanks, tested with firearms, blasted at 250 kilometers per hour.
The bullet, albeit pretty small, really didn't do much damage.
So you can see F1 rules are pretty tight when it comes to safety. And since F1 drivers' helmets are built to take a bullet, these helmets automatically guard drivers whenever a war looms in their future. Hopefully never. But then, some rules get tightened beyond gear. In 2022, F1 dropped a bombshell. Jewelry's banned. No piercings, no necklaces, etc. Safety first, they say. No F1 driver can wear any jewelry. Lewis Hamilton, the sports fashion king, doesn't like this at all.
I feel like it's almost like a step backwards if you think of the steps we're taking as a sport.
And so, in order to make a statement, Lewis turns it into a showdown at the Miami GP. During the driver's press conference, he rocks 2 watches and a middle finger to the rulebook.
What Lewis Hamilton did, he wore 3 of them because they were talking to them about not allowing them to wear jewelry.
But ultimately, the rule still stands, as it's considered a safety issue. And so, Lewis complied. But speaking of safety, Formula One has a rule on another thing as well: time. Back in the day, F1 races used to stretch past 3 hours. 2011 Canadian Grand Prix, with wild rain delays, was 4 hours long. Due to this, modern rules now cap races at the 2-hour mark, sometimes 3 if any delays. Safety car, heavy rain, large stroll being large stroll.
Can you stay out on this condition? Can you stay out?
But seriously, this time shift paid off in 2012, as it was one of F1's tightest seasons. 7 winners in 7 races. Simply put, pure madness. And since there was limited time now, the number of laps to overtake was also low. So, drivers took riskier chances to win, which ultimately brought in a new record. The number of overtakes done in a season. And it was done by none other than
getting all loosey-goosey in the last sector there.
Sebastian Vettel. 132 overtakes in 1 season. Or 50 seasons if it was Lance Stroll. And all of that action rolls on tires. But those tires are not what they seem. You'd think those tires are air-filled just like your cars, right? Nope. F1 tires are packed with a nitrogen-rich gas mix. Since regular air flops under heat, pressure spikes wildly. Consistent grip when tarmac's blazing, tires hitting 130 degrees centigrade, rubber melting into turns. Therefore, in F1, tires are a secret edge. Lap after lap, drivers lean on that precision, trusting those black circles to hold. Or sometimes, even to use them as a bluff.
We're gonna lose this race, but I can't look after the tires anymore, they're dead.
Championship, Hamilton wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
But look, we're at the top 3 things now. So buckle up, because what I'm going to tell you now is pretty serious stuff. And nothing's more serious than drivers' safety. In 2018, F1 introduced the Halo.
Constructed from aerospace industry grade 5 titanium, it can withstand the weight of a London double-decker bus. It is the strongest part of the car, yet it weighs only 7 kilos.
Now, by looking at it, you can already see its benefits, which makes it a no-brainer. But now here's the thing, not everybody agreed to it. A few drivers and key figures in F1 were against the Halo. Mercedes team principal said,
"Not impressed with the whole thing, and if you give me a chainsaw, I would take it off."
Max Verstappen, the legendary driver, said,
"I think as soon as I have that thing on my car, I don't like it, and I'm not even sitting in the car. The excitement is already gone before I'm even sitting in the car."
Even seven-time champ Lewis Hamilton said, "If it is going to come in, I hope we have an option to use it or not, because I will not be using it on my car." But I feel all of those opinions went away when the world saw what Halo can do.
It's wheel to wheel, Hamilton and Verstappen, and this time Verstappen and Hamilton have crashed out, and they are both out!
Thank God for the Halo. That ultimately, I think, saved me. What's interesting is Romain Grosjean was against it as well. Personally, I think it was a sad day for Formula One when it was announced, and I'm still against it.
And a big fire there as they exited out of turn 3, and that looks very nasty indeed, and unsurprisingly, that is a red flag.
Thank God for that Halo. Don't think he's against it now. Halo did save those drivers' lives, but there's no way out for the drivers' weight. See, F1 drivers face a brutal challenge, partly because of their F1 cars, which are basically ovens. 50 degrees centigrade, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, air-thick, G-forces usually slamming up to 6 Gs. So every time F1 drivers complete a race, they lose a lot of weight.
During the weight, I lose up to 4 kilos in the race in an hour and 45 minutes. But also because it's just incredibly physical.
No matter the climate situation, drivers do lose weight, but sometimes it goes too far. At the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix, Hamilton had to overtake almost everybody. But as you might know, Hungary is a track where not many overtakes can happen. So he had to work for it, which he did.
Hamilton trying to go around the outside, here into turn 2, does brake later this time, not late enough. It has been coming for a few laps now. You can hear the cheers from the crowd.
Not only did he overtake cars, but also did it under humid conditions. This did earn Hamilton his podium, but his situation, not so good. Due to severe hydration, Hamilton almost collapsed. "I gave everything. I couldn't stand." This shows how tough F1 is.
Had there was dizziness, and everything got a bit blurry on the podium.
I mean, even a 7-time champ of a driver could barely stand after that race. But now, at number 1, here's the craziest thing you didn't know about F1. Ayrton Senna, F1's mystic genius, 3-time champ with McLaren, a soul who danced with speed, chasing his 4th title after McLaren's reign fades. But for 1995, did you know about a secret deal with Ferrari? Luca di Montezemolo, Ferrari's mastermind, swears it later. Senna's locked for 95. It was rumored that Senna wanted to drive for Ferrari someday. The greatest driver in history, driving for the most prestigious racing team. Imagine how Italy would have reacted. If that deal would have happened today, easily it would have been worth $1 billion. I offered him to move to Ferrari in 1995. He insisted on 1994, but we had Berger and Alessi under contract already. Then we know what happened.
Good evening. Ayrton Senna, 3 times world motor racing champion, has died after crashing during the San Marino Grand Prix.
After his demise, there was no Ferrari contract to be found. He was all in, but no proof surfaced. Senna's colleagues even revealed that he used to muse about the red late nights, sipping coffee. It was also reported that Senna almost joined Ferrari in 1991 as well, but it never happened. Then Ferrari team boss Cesar Fiorio said, "We had agreed on everything, but Fusaro opposed it." Piero Fusaro, president of Ferrari at the time, and when asked why Fusaro was opposed to Senna's move, perhaps it was to avoid antagonizing Alain Prost, or perhaps because he wanted to make me understand that he, Fusaro, was in charge. I mean, just picture it. Tifosi's roaring and Senna weaving the red magic.
"I've done it," he says. Out comes the fist.
Imola's scar made F1's grandest what-if moment. A mystery unsolved, a legacy frozen.
Ayrton Senna, I would have loved to see him driving a red car.
Fans still ache for it. What if he'd lived? What if he'd worn the red and ultimately won the championship in a Ferrari? But guys, you know what else was crazy? Racing moments that were so shocking they almost seem impossible. Like when one driver collided with another on purpose. Or the most shocking moment, which changed the world of racing forever. So, to know more about this, click this video right here.